too.
Even if the primary purpose of university education is to make students employable, such education should emphasize the liberal arts rather than the more narrow kind of technical training that prepares one for a particular sort of job.
So I
This,
stopped there, and are you being critical already? Like, is your head going off?
well, I'm like, I don't understand why it should be emphasized liberal arts if they need training for to be employed.
I'm like, what do you care about? Like, are you caring about people's feelings, or are we trying to get people employed? I'm like, why should we emphasize, like, why is
Well, to me, liberal arts sounds more like education versus like if liberal arts would make sense if the primary purpose is to educate rather, but he's saying it should be employable, but the narrow
right? And
kind
I'm
of
like, and I
thinking,
guess I'm thinking, like, what does liberal arts have anything to do with making people employable?
yeah.
Cool. Continuing on.
This is because of the reasoning skills one acquires from a liberal arts education allow one to adapt new intellectual challenges and thus to perform jobs for which one has received no specialized training. Yeah, I don't know. To me, like make it make sense. Doesn't make sense.
So this is because the reasoning skills one acquires from liberal arts education allow one to adapt to new intelligence and thus to perform jobs for which one has. Okay. So our conclusion is that first sentence, right?
Mhm.
And we're saying this because one benefit of having a liberal arts education is it allows us to get this certain skill set. So it allows us to adapt to new intellectual challenges and then
Yeah.
perform these certain jobs. Is that a good enough reason for this?
No.
No, because what are they assuming?
I think isn't it like generalization, like that everything is the same? Like, why should all programs in university emphasize liberal arts when some benefit?
Because it helps you adapt to new intellectual challenges.
But wouldn't some like those not saying like those intellectual challenges are irrelevant. Like some of them are more they need like they should be focused on that technical training because that's what their whole program is, or like that's what's going to benefit them.
So what are we assuming? Are we assuming that, well, one, do maybe technical training allow, like, do we know if technical training allows us to um have this, could we get reasoning skills from technical training? I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
But
know.
like who's to say what liberal arts offers, technical training also doesn't offer?
Excellent. And then also, could it, like, we're okay, this is an, even if they did it, let's say technical training does not. Cool. I love that liberal arts training does this. But couldn't technical training do something else that's even better?
Yeah.
That makes it even more employable.
Yeah, like we don't have any evidence to show that technical training sucks.
Excellent. So, but we want to strengthen it. So we're saying yes, liberal arts over technical training all day, every day. So
So
what?
it's the opposite of what we said. Technical training does suck. And here's evidence for it.
Yes. Or
Okay.
what else is what is like a more specific prediction here of what we could say?
Um, technical training does not allow one to adapt to new intellectual challenges.
No, that's not good enough, because that's still assuming that whatever technical training does have isn't as good as liberal arts training.
Okay.
We don't know that, like, ability to adapt to these new intellectual challenge and perform these jobs is the most important thing or not, right?
Mhm. Um, because could it just be like to perform jobs where there's no specialized training, liberal arts knowledge or reasoning skills has this benefit that like is needed?
Yeah, like I would say something like um ability to these, like, this is the most important thing that people look like.
Or like jobs or to get higher jobs or prioritizing people
Yeah,
who
that's the
have liberal
number
arts
one thing.
reasoning?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so A, it is better for people to have good educations than good jobs. No.
Excellent.
We're literally talking about make the purpose is to be employable. B, many people with narrow technical training manage to find jobs. No, that's the opposite of what we're saying.
Excellent. That would be like, okay, cool, good for them.
Yeah. C, having a series of different jobs is more interesting than having only one job. I think that's kind of irrelevant.
I feel like it strengthens it like a very tad bit, because like if you
Yeah.
like, it's like broader application, but I don't
Mhm.
like it and I would probably cross it off.
D, having a general understanding of life is more important than possessing practical skills. I don't like this one that much. Like I mean, I'd read what E is, but I don't like it.
Yeah, what is de assuming? General understanding of life.
Is that like it's assuming that those are the reasoning skills? Like that also
Yeah,
comes
or
from,
I guess they're assuming that, I guess like for that to be true, you're assuming that liberal arts gives you a general understanding of life when really maybe neither of these do.
yeah, I feel like that's too broad of something to come from it. Yeah. E, technical training does not help students acquire reasoning skills. Yeah, something
Literally
along
our
the liberal arts lines.
prediction.
Yeah.